What's up, guys? So welcome to Kentucky Bowman. Alright, so in last week's episode, I showed you guys how to have fun while shooting your bow, and I showed you guys a little game that you can play with multiple people. So this week, it's going to do something a little different. We're out in my other hunting spot. I haven't showed you guys this spot yet. This is my riverbed spot. Now, the river actually runs right through the property. It divides it in two halves. So in order to hunt the backside, I got to cross a creek, which is cool because you always want to use your terrain features to your advantage. So the creek actually runs right through the middle, so I can walk through the little piece of property and then get to the creek and take the creek bed down to my stand. I don't know where I'm going to put my stand out on this property yet, but that's what we're going to try to figure out today. Plus, we're going to look for some deer sign, look for some scrapes, rubs, droppings, anything like that. Also, I'm going to put a trail cam out. Now, I didn't bring any attractant with me. I don't know why, I just completely spaced on attractant. Whenever I got out here, I remembered. But it's okay. What I'm going to do is I think I'm just going to make a little mock scrape or put like a little horizontal scrape and just put a limb up against two trees and tie it down and do it that way maybe. I don't know yet. I'll figure something out. But I'll think about it while we're walking through the property. So right now what we're going to do is I'm just going to head out. I'm going to walk down this hill. It's real wooded. It's grown up a lot since last season. So bear with me. But we're going to walk down here, get to the creek, and then cross over on the other side because I have a feeling that if I'm going to kill a big buck on this property, it's going to be on the other side of the creek. So right now, we're going to head out, and I'll see you guys here in a second. Alright guys, so we're back here. We're up on top of the hill here. We already crossed the creek, and we're actually at the spot that I hunted last season. It's to the left of me and in front of me. It's right over there where I hunted last season. It was a good tree. Now, last year, this wasn't grown up as much. You could see through it a lot better. Now, this year, I feel like it's going to be a little harder to hunt. It's so grown up. I mean, you can't really see 50 feet in front of you because it's so grown up, and it's like the rainforest back here. So hopefully when it gets cold, a lot of this stuff will die off and it'll make it better, but it's still going to be hard to hunt. So the objective today is to just look for deer sign. I said it earlier in the video. I haven't found anything yet. I have found a few tracks and I found a dropping or two. Just a few here and there. Last year when I came in here, there was so much deer sign, it was crazy. I thought that I was going to be swarming in deer. But this spot was just a bedding area. So whenever I crossed over, I feel like I spooked a lot of deer. Now, which is okay, I'm going to hunt this spot mainly in the evening before the deer make it back to the beds. And I feel like that'll be my best advantage to this spot is coming out here around 2, 3 o'clock, getting in the stand and sitting the rest of the day. And I feel like that'll do it. But what we're going to do, so we're going to keep looking for deer sign, and I'll keep you guys informed. Alright guys, so we got lucky and we found a buck bed, okay? So there's a few rubs around it. There's one right here and there's one over there. So the buck, what he's doing is he's coming from the east. He's bedding down right here. And there's two good things about this bed. For one, he's protected from predators, okay, because all the way around it is a thicket, all right? So there's no predators going to walk through that thicket to get to him, all right? So he can face to the west and oversee the hillside. So the deer, what they're doing is they're going down the hillside, they're taking the creek bed all the way down to the alfalfa fields, okay, and feeding and then making their way back, all right? So what they're doing, going from the east to the west, following the creek bed to the south, and feeding the alfalfa fields. This buck, he's away from everybody, and when he beds down, he's protected all the way around because of the thicket, but he can still oversee the hillside, and he can still observe the deer around him, which that's good. That's a normal buck bed. This is what a buck bed should look like to the T. So guys, this is exciting. I am really happy that I found this. I was kind of getting discouraged. We've been out here for a little over an hour, almost 2, and not found a rub or nothing. But this lifted my spirits, and I'm feeling good. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep looking, and hopefully we find some more encouraging things and some more encouraging deer sign, and I'll show you guys as soon as we find it. But I'll talk to you guys in a second. So alright guys, so right now we're on the other side of the creek bed, on the other side of the river. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my trail cam out. Now, right now I am standing at a trail intersection. There's trails everywhere. We got a trail going down the hill. We got a trail going horizontal across the hill. We got little small trails breaking off from those main trails. And it all meets together into this spot. It kind of looks like a spider web, and we're in the center of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this trail cam right on this tree facing the main intersection where both of the main trails come together. Okay, so if there's as many deer as I think there is that's taking these trails, then we should get a lot of pictures. Now there's some big deer in here, there's some big bucks. I've seen some big bucks being taken out of here. So last year, whenever I first got permission to hunt this, I scouted it up through here, and I found a brow tine, an old brow tine, but it was probably about 4 or 5 inches. I mean, it was about that long, a brow tine. So the brow tine being that long, it had to be a good deer. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the trail cam out right here, and hopefully we get some good pictures of deer, and then I'll talk to you guys when we make it up the hill. Cut it. So alright guys, that wraps up this week's episode. We found a buck bed, we found a couple rubs, some droppings. I got a good idea where I want to hunt, but I still got like a month and a half, almost 2 months before the season opens. So still got a little while to make the final decision to where we're going to hunt, and I still got a little bit of this property that I want to check out that I didn't get to. It's starting to get dark, and it might be a little too dark, you know, in the woods for the camera. So we're gonna go ahead, wrap it up, and come out here later on this week and scout the rest of the property. We got the trail cam out. I think it's in a good spot. It's in a good intersection, a bunch of trails coming together. So I think we'll get a bunch of pictures from that. And I know there's big bucks out here, so hopefully it's in a good spot to get a good picture of a big buck. But guys, that wraps up this week's episode. I want to thank you guys for watching, and check back next Monday for the next episode of Kentucky Bowman, and I'll see you guys then.